See John Marino out there. I don't know if there's any update on his status and what do you think for tonight?
He won't go tonight, so he's going to get a skate today, and hopefully he's progresses well enough that he can play Saturday.
And a couple extra D out there. Obviously, Witherspoon coming up. Do you have an idea how the lineup's going to shake out? Or
I do. We'll probably get dressed 7 for warm up, but I've got a good idea, and we'll let you know at game time. But we're going to have some young D in the lineup for sure.
Any update on goaltending on Jake Allen?
Yeah, Jake will play tonight, so that's good news.
How excited are you for that? And for obviously he's obviously. So.
Yeah, I am. He's a veteran guy, good goalie in the league for a while now, and I thought Capo gave us a great game the other night, and I'm looking forward to getting Jake in the net and get him up and running as quick as possible.
And what problems does a team like Dallas present to you, and how do you kind of combat those? Obviously, one of the better teams in the league.
Yeah, they're a good team, veteran group. They're a strong rush team, strong breakout team. So our forecheck's going to have to be good tonight. We're going to have to make good decisions. Obviously, we've got a young D core at the back end, so our forwards are going to have to do a good job helping them as well, and really playing a team game tonight. It's going to be important that we play a 200-foot game, but also play with a lot of confidence, play fast. It's a strength of our team, and looking forward to the game tonight. There's certain games that, every game brings a different element, I guess, to what you look forward to as a group. I'm looking forward to seeing our young D play and how they are in maybe different minutes that they haven't faced before, but I think they're up to the challenge, and excited for them as well.
Speaking of confidence, what happens, or how much is that affecting some players' willingness, it seems, to shoot when it's there?
I'm not overthinking whether. I'm not going to tell skilled players when to shoot, when not to shoot. Obviously there's certain players that need to get to the net and get pucks to the net, but also your skilled players, you need to let them play with the puck as well. And I'm not going to tell Jack Hughes, Jasper Bratt just to start shooting pucks from the outside and not making plays. They're highly skilled players, but there are certain concepts that we want in the offensive zone, and we've got to do a better job of applying pressure and getting to the net. There's no secret about that. We have been talking about that most of the season, and again, sometimes you're playing good teams, and it's easier said than done, and it looks easy from the outside. Confidence is a funny thing, and applying more pressure in certain situations doesn't necessarily, when a coach does that, doesn't add to their confidence. It takes away from it, and I want our players to play loose, play free in certain areas of the rink. There's certain areas of the rink that I want them to play detailed and under a lot of structure, and I think that's a fine line with coaching.
We talked a little bit yesterday about Dawson Mercer was up with Hughes and Hischier. How about putting Hughes and Hischier together? How do you hope that brings out the best in each other?
Well, they're both good players. I don't think I'm looking at it and saying one does this, one does that. I think good offensive-minded players, when you put them together, hopefully you get a spark. Nico's obviously a great two-way forward, two-way centerman. He's smart. Jack can make things happen on his own. I think Mercer's a guy that's kind of been, he hasn't got going this year the way that maybe he'd want to, or we'd like to see as well, and hopefully this sparks him. We also haven't put the puck in the net lately, so this is just, sometimes you just change things and hope that it works. And it doesn't mean that during the game I'm not going to go back to certain combos. I like getting our top players out together periodically, and our centers know that they might play with a couple different wingers throughout the game, but I also know that Nico, Jack, and Brad like playing together, and you might see that a little bit as well.
You said you're excited just for the young D,
yeah.
But defensively as a whole, kind of what's the message against such a balanced offensive team like Dallas?
They're a good team. We're going to have to, our details are going to have to be sharp. We've been doing a lot of video sessions on certain parts of our game as far as our breakouts and playing fast and offensive, but also how we're going to play defensively, and that starts with our forecheck all the way back to our D-zone coverage, and a lot of it is just being confident, not overthinking, competing, and talking in your D-zone coverage. And this is, again, it's no secret. This is going to be a good challenge. They got a good team, and we got a young D-core, and but I got faith in our guys and our players, and I'm excited to see them tonight.
Dawson, first of all, playing a team like Dallas, one of the better teams in the National Hockey League, what kind of challenges does this present, and what do you guys need to show to be successful tonight?
Yeah, no, they've been playing really good hockey all year, and coming into another team's building, we got to come in strong, make sure we have a good start. And they're a big team. They play fast, physical, and they know how to score. So we just got to make sure that we keep our game and do the simple things, but also use our skill to our advantage.
Going off of yesterday's line rotations, or at least the pairings, working with Jack, working with Nico, what kind of elements do they bring, and what could this line? What are some possibilities or potential for his trio?
Yeah, obviously I want to make sure I support them, give them outs when they need it. Jack obviously likes to make a lot of plays, so be ready whenever he has the puck. And then for Nico, he works so hard and competitive, and I just want to make sure when he goes into the battles, I want to be right there with him and make some connections.
And you play with both, obviously, at different times, not together, but you play with both. Like, does that kind of help with some of the maybe chemistry going forward?
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, played with them both, but never together at the same time. So this is a new one. But I've always enjoyed playing with both of them, and they're unbelievable players. So whenever you get the opportunity to be on a line with them, you want to make sure you take advantage of it.
What does it mean right now, just kind of having Travis reiterating to you guys just to play free out there and wanting to see everyone's confidence kind of rise, even though we've been in a bit of a tough spot?
Yeah, well, obviously we're looking, to win some games and play hockey and get better every day. So having that mentality, just playing with confidence and making sure that we're trying to, have stepping stones every day to get better, and we've been focusing on that here lately.
A team like Dallas, one of the better teams in the National Hockey League, what do you guys need to show tonight? What challenges do they present?
We need to bring our best tonight. If not, it'll be a tough game to win. But I think we know what we need to do against a team like that, and it's just about executing our game plan here.
And obviously, you haven't played with Jack a lot since you're both centers. Like, what's it like when having him on the wing and kind of that dynamic added to your line?
Fun. I mean, he's obviously a tremendous player and makes plays. He's the open eyes, and it's been fun so far. So I like it.
I know you played a lot with Dawson. Obviously, what attributes does he add to the line, and how maybe this trio can kind of work together?
He works hard. Works hard every shift. Goes there where it hurts too, and obviously playing with Dawson too. Last year, played a lot with him, so been working pretty good. So I think at the end of the day, whoever the coach puts you out there, you just got to try to do your job and work for the guys you're on with.
How do you fight the frustration of a stretch like these last couple of weeks here?
We lost some games that we maybe could have won. So definitely frustration is there, but we got to try to stay positive. It doesn't help us if we feel sorry about ourselves or if we take that negative energy from the losses forward. So we just got to try to look always forward.
You're kind of building off of that. Travis is saying he's been having the conversations for you guys just to play free, play with confidence. What does that do for you guys, just to maybe have a little pressure off?
It's obviously great that he gives us this free room to create things, and but on the other hand, there needs to be some guidelines too, which he gives us as well. So D zone, we have a structure we want to play, and then in O zone we can create some things and use our skill and use our reach. So and he gives us that. So it's obviously good for us and the players we have in our roster.